This is the solution video for section 2.4, number 19, parts F and G. All right, so starting off with F, right? We are evaluating the derivative of this function at x equals 1. All right, so the derivative of this function. All right, so I have the quantity g of x plus f of x all to the negative second power. So the negative 2 is on the outside, and so I'm going to have to bring the negative 2 out front, and then I have inside stays the same, g of x plus f of x. All of that is going to be to what power? Remember, we take the negative 2 and we reduce it by 1, so negative 3. Then I multiply by the derivative of the inside. So what's the derivative of g? That would be g prime of x, right? And then plus the derivative of f, which would be f prime of x. Now, it's important that you remember that this sum needs to be multiplied by what we had initially, so I need parentheses around it. All right, now we want to evaluate this at x equals negative 1. So negative 2 times g of 1 plus f of 1, all to the negative third power, times g prime of 1 plus f prime of 1. So now we need to use the table. Negative 2. All right, g of 1. So g of 1 is negative 4 plus f of 1 is 3 to the negative third. Then times the sum g prime of 1. So g prime of 1 is negative 8 thirds plus f prime of 1 is negative 1 third. All right, so now finish the calculation. Negative 2, negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1 to the negative third times negative 8 thirds plus negative 1 third, so that'd be negative 9 thirds. Negative 9 thirds is negative 3. All right, so now negative 2 times negative 1 to the negative third. Remember, negative 1 to the negative third means 1 over negative 1 cubed times the negative 2 and then times the negative 3. All right, so now negative 1 cubed is just negative 1. So this is a negative. So my result should be negative 2 times negative 1 times negative 3. So negative times negative times negative is a negative, and then 2 times 3 is 6. So negative 6 should be our answer. All right, so that is F. All right, what about G? All right, F of x plus g of x. Now, it's important to note that x plus g of x is inside of F. All right, so what is the derivative going to be? Well, F is on the outside, so it's going to be F prime of, remember the inside stays the same, so x plus g of x times the derivative of the inside, x plus g of x. All right, what's the derivative of x? It's 1 plus the derivative of g prime of x. Now, important to remember, the 1 plus g prime is being multiplied by the f prime of x plus g of x. So you have to use parentheses there. All right, so now I want this at x equals 0. So f prime of 0 plus g of 0 times 1 plus g prime of 0. All right, 0 plus g of 0. So f prime. All right, what is g of 0? All right, so look up here. G of 0 is 1, so I have f prime of 1 times 1 plus g prime of 0. What is g prime of 0? That is 1 third. All right, so now I have f prime of 1. So look back up at the table. F prime of 1 is negative 1 third times 1 plus 1 third. Remember, 1 is 3 thirds plus 1 third is 4 thirds. So I end up with negative 4 ninths.